In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your website to grow your church. That's right. You could actually use your website to grow your church. Now, you might have heard the term SEO. That stands for search engine optimization. It's just a big term for getting your website to show up in Google. So I'm going to show you some tips and techniques on what you can do on your website so you can show up in Google and reach more people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Let's get into it. Why churches need SEO. See, SEO goes way beyond marketing. It's about connecting people to ministry at the exact moment they're searching for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next slide. People search for church every day. Every single day, people are turning to Google looking for exactly what your church offers. The question is, will they find you? See, people are searching for churches, they're searching for prayer and hope, they're searching for Bible studies. People are actively searching for a local congregation to call home, and the first place they search sometimes is Google. Not only that, individuals are seeking spiritual support and encouragement online. Not only that, seekers looking for youth programs and Christian community. So there's people that search Google for youth programs and Christian community. But once again, the question is our website showing up? Now, Google is the first stop, okay? So we got to understand that. Many times, Google is the very first place people look when searching for a church. Sometimes when you go shopping, right? You go online, you look up the store, and then maybe you even you look at the reviews of the store. But you went online and you probably typed it into Google to find the store, right? Well, that's how people are doing with churches. Maybe they move into a new city. They're trying to find a church. So they go on Google and they type in church near me, or church for young adults, or church for families, right? And if your website is optimized to show up for those words, guess what? They might attend your church. So many times, Google is the very first place people look when searching for a church. Before someone ever visits your building, they visit your website first. That's powerful. Your website is your digital front door. Make sure it's open and welcoming. All right. And also, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. Now, your website plays three roles. Okay. When you have your church website, it plays three roles. Number one, it is your digital front door, the very first entry point for anyone discovering your ministry online. Number two, first impression. Visitors form an opinion about your church before ever stepping inside. So your website often forms your first impression. Number three, online welcome center, a place to greet, inform, and invite people into your community. Those are three things that your website can do. Now, I know sometimes we get into how our website looks, if it's fancy enough, if it has enough videos, if it has enough eye-catching things. But remember, three things you want your website to do. It's your digital front door, your first impression, and your online welcome center. Okay? Now, I'm not saying your website shouldn't look nice, but if it's not accomplishing the purpose of connecting people to your church, then it's like a pretty fishing pole that's not catching fish. Let's go to the next one. Real search is happening right now. People in your city are typing these exact phrases into Google today. This is what people are searching. Is your church showing up? People are searching churches for young adults near me. People are searching Bible study in your city, whether it's San Francisco or Dallas or Houston or Hawaii. People are searching for Bible studies in your city. When your website is optimized for these keywords, there's a good chance that you will show up in Google. Okay? These are just some of the keywords. People are searching churches near me, church for families. People are searching tons of keywords in Google every day. Last time I checked, I think Google gets about 150,000 searches a second. Now, some of them have to do with churches. Okay. So here are some keywords again: churches for young adults near me, Bible study in San Francisco. So it's young people actively seeking a faith community that fits their stage of life. Young people are searching on Google. Young adults are searching on Google. Number two, local seekers looking for a place to grow spiritually in their own neighborhood. So they'll go on Google and type in the city they're living in, and they might look for church in Houston or Bible study in Houston, Christian gathering in Houston. There's tons of keywords that people are searching into Google. Okay? Once again, the question is your church showing up? Let's go here. Without SEO, Google can't connect them to you. Okay? If your church has no SEO setup, which stands for search engine optimization, Google may not ever connect searching people to your ministry, no matter how great your programs are. Let that sink in a little bit. That's why visibility matters. It's not about being the biggest church, it's about being findable. And what makes your church findable on Google? Search engine optimization. SEO is about more than rankings, okay? Search engine optimization isn't just a technical marketing tool. It's a ministry tool. When your church ranks online, you help people discover something life-changing. You help them discover community, connecting lonely individuals to a welcoming congregation, encouragement, reaching people in their lowest moments with hope and support, ministry resources, providing spiritual tools to those actively seeking growth. Your website is able to do all these. And guess what? It works 24 hours, 7 days a week. Google wants to send people to you. See, let me just explain something to you. Google wants to solve problems. Okay, now social media, I'm not knocking it, but social media wants people to be on their platforms, right? The longer you stay on their platforms, then they get more ads, which is cool. I'm not hating it. But Google wants to solve problems. So when you are bringing a solution, Google, because people are going to Google to find answers. And when you have a solution, Google will lead them to you. Now remember, Google wants to solve problems. And if your church solves a problem, guess what? Google wants to send people to your church or to your website. And then your website can send people to your church. Now just remember those two differences, okay? Google wants to solve problems. Social media is more like they want people on their platform. All right. So SEO is more than rankings. Okay. Search engine optimization isn't just a technical marketing tool, it's a ministry tool. When your church ranks online, you help people discover something life-changing. The mission behind the strategy. See, SEO is not just about ranking, it's about helping people discover community, encouragement, ministry resources, and spiritual support. Now, what I said, SEO is simply getting your website to show up in Google when someone searches a term in Google. We like to call those keywords. So if you go to Google and you type in how to find a church, that's a keyword. Or church near me, that's a keyword. Okay? So SEO is getting your website to show up for certain keywords or certain search terms. There are certain things you want to do on your website. Number one, you want to have a blog. Okay. I see many church websites that don't have a blog. The key is you want to have a blog because you can optimize every blog you write for a different keyword. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Why this matters for ministry. Because when you show up in Google, when you show up in the search, this is what happens. Someone searches, they're looking online for spiritual help. They find you. Google directs them to your church page because you're solving a problem, right? And they connect with community and faith. So search, find, connect, or search, find, discover. See? But if you're not showing up in Google when people search, they won't ever find you. Every search is a person with a real need. SEO is the bridge that connects that need to your ministry. Visibility is not vanity, it's opportunity. That sounds like a rhyme right there, huh? Visibility is not vanity, it's opportunity. All right. So I want to encourage you. If you haven't done an SEO checklist on your website, you might want to do that. The first thing I would challenge you to do is go to Google and type in church in your city, right? And see if your website shows up. I mean, you could type in the name of your church, and that's cool. It should show up. But maybe try typing in church in your city, okay? And see if your website shows up. That's very important. If it doesn't, then I want to encourage you to add a blog to your website and write some content about a church, about your church in your city. Okay? That will help you to start ranking in Google for your local church. I just gave you a tip right there. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I would love to help you. Check out your website. See if you got your SEO correctly. What is it? Search engine optimization. Okay, if you're not for sure how to go about it, you like me to take a look at your website, drop it in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. All right, so why this matters for ministry showing up in Google? Because when people search, they'll find you and they'll discover you and they can get connected. All right, what's next? Now that you understand why SEO matters for ministry, in the next lesson, we dive into how people actually search online and what that means for your church website. That's the next lesson in my SEO course, which I have. If you're interested in learning about that course, you can drop something in the I'm interested in the comment section, and I can give you the link to my entire course that talks about how churches get found on Google. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I hope it encourages you to make sure that your website is optimized, which is search engine optimization. Make sure it's optimized for keywords so people can find your website and eventually get connected to your church. And who knows, they might end up giving their life to Jesus, all because they were searching for answers, searching for hope, searching on Google, and your church showed up. If this video has given you any value, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. God bless.